Hi! In this video I will talk about the tendency tones within the major scale. So what are the tendency tones? Tendency tones are tones or notes that have the tendency to resolve in a particular way, up or down. Take a look here on the board. We have the C major scale, which sounds like this. If you listen carefully, scale degree number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, has a strong tendency to resolve up to the tonic note, to the note C. Listen to this. Scale degree number 7. Meaning that only when I resolve scale degree number 7, the note B, up by half step, only then I achieve some kind of resting point or ending, right? Listen to another example. So scale degree number 7 has a strong tendency to resolve up. And scale degree number 7 is also called the leading tone. Why the leading tone? Just because it leads back to the tonic, leads back the note B, leads back to the tonic, C, tonic note. We are in C major scale. So the second tendency note within the major scale is scale degree number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, the note F. But unlike the leading tone, that it has a strong tendency to resolve up, scale degree number 4 has a strong tendency to resolve down. Listen to this. Again, only when I resolve down the note F, down to E, only then I achieve some kind of resting point, some kind of ending. Listen to another example. So basically, scale degree number 4 has a strong tendency to resolve down by half step to the note E. Now, scale degree number 4 is also known as the chordal 7th. But why do they call it chordal 7th? We're talking about scale degree number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why chordal 7th? So in order to answer this one, take a look here. Here we have the chord G7. The root is G, of course. Above the root we have the leading tone, which is the note B, right? B, the leading tone. Above the leading tone we have the note D, and above the note D we have the note F, scale degree number 4, the note F. Now, if you look carefully, the note F is a minor 7th above the root G. A minor 7th above the root G. Meaning that the note F is the chordal 7th of G7. The note F is the chordal 7th of G7. And of course, if you want to resolve this chord, you need to go by the guidelines. So the chordal seventh will resolve down by half step to the note E. And the leading tone, the note B, the leading tone, will resolve up by half step to the note C. So it will sound like this. Or when you take the second inversion of G7, it's the same thing. Second inversion of G7 as here. The leading tone, the note B, will resolve up by half step to the note C, to the tonic. And the chordal seventh will resolve down by half step, down to the note E. So it will sound like this. So basically, it doesn't matter what inversion you use of G7, the chordal seventh will always resolve down by half step, and the leading tone will always resolve up by half step. So basically, the chordal seventh refers to the seventh of G7. So we talked about two tendency tones. The first one is the leading tone that has a strong tendency to resolve up, and the chordal seventh that has a strong tendency to resolve down. And now I will play a short melody, and I will end up the melody with the second inversion of G7, like this one, and resolve it, of course, accordingly. Listen to this. And this was the tendency tones within the major scale.